Afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to guide you through a 30-minute chair yoga practice with a little bit of meditation and relaxation weaved into our class. And as we start, just a gentle reminder to listen to your body. If any of the stretches aren't working for you, please just skip them, come on out, and modify them. So we'll begin by finding a comfortable seated position. And if you'd like, you can always adjust your seat. You can lift yourself up or lower yourself. We want to encourage the legs into 90-degree angles. Feel that your heels and your knees are in line and your knees and your hips are in line. And then let's take a moment to close the eyes. We'll drop into our body and our breath for a moment. So although we're sitting here, try to feel that the core is engaged. Maybe create a sensation of tucking your tailbone. Feel your navel move back and up to the spine slightly. And then try to create that line that flows through the spine. So lengthening the back of the neck, reaching out through the crown of the head. And then dropping in and connecting to the rise and the fall of the breath. Then lengthen the breath as you inhale and lengthen the breath as you exhale. And then as you breathe here, trying to take deep diaphragmatic breaths. So breathing in a way that the stomach rises and falls, the chest rises and falls. So when we breathe very deeply in and out through the nose, it can help to improve circulation, oxygenate the blood, get the blood flowing through your body. Can also help to massage the internal organs with that expanding and contracting movements. And it's also wonderful for relaxing the mind and the body as well. Sometimes when we take those very short breaths through the mouth, it can help to activate the fight or flight. So as we breathe in and out through the nose, it really helps us to remain calm and at ease. And then carrying your connection with you through the practice today. Letting your breath support you and guide you. Let's begin by lowering the right hand onto the right leg. Left hand sweeps up and over. Reach for the right side of the head. We'll take a breath to lengthen and soften your left ear to your left shoulder as you breathe out. And then not moving with force on this one, just a little gentle suggestion of the ear to the shoulder. And then coming back on up, we'll take a neutral neck, left hand lowers, right hand lifts. Take a full breath here to lengthen and right ear to right shoulder to soften. And then just trying to soften that ear down, not moving, gently suggesting. Come back on up. We'll take a neutral neck here. We'll take that right hand to your left leg. And then left hand extends up and over. We'll invite a nice lateral stretch for the spine. Maybe let your gaze float up to the sky to invite a nice neck stretch on the right side of the neck. Coming into a neutral spine here. Right hand stays where it is. Left hand to your right leg. So arms are crossed. Chin to your chest. Breathe out. And then almost creating a little bit of a rounding here. So we want to imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. Left hand can stay where it is. Right hand begins to sweep up and over. Let's lengthen. So really reaching and stretching from the right waist. Lengthen through the whole side body, through arm, through fingertips. Come back on up. Let's take a neutral spine here. Right hand to your left leg and chin to your chest. Breathe out. Let your head relax as best as You can. So we just want to let go of that tension in the head and the neck. Gently releasing that. Hands can sweep out to the sides of the room. Hands float into prayer. Hands move to your heart. Breathe out. Hands extending up. Full breath here. And release. Take that one 3 more times with your breath. Let that go. We're going to draw the hands up, prayer at hearts, and then circling in the other direction. So we'll take the fingertips up, let the arms sweep out and around. Full breath in here, hands reach and stretch out, and release. And then find your own rhythmic flow here for a moment. And gently releasing. Let's take our hands behind the body. We'll reach for opposite elbow. So right hand for your left elbow, left hand for your right elbow. And imagine squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades. We just want to feel that the shoulder blades are really active. The shoulders are relaxing away from the ears. Let's begin to sweep our hands up, drawing your hands into prayer, and then letting the hands float behind your head. Fingers will interlock, a gentle support here. Chin to your chest, invite a little bit of a rounding. Elbows can touch. And then relax your head back, open through the chest and the heart. Chin to chest, round here. And then heart floats forward, open the chest and the heart. And then move with your breath for a moment. Try to lengthen as you inhale, lengthen as you exhale. Let's come to a neutral spine. We'll sweep those hands into prayer and heart space. And then continuing that movement to the whole spine. Chin to chest, round here. Heart floats forward. Let's relax those arms out. Chin to chest, rounding here. Float it forward. And then again, moving to the rise, move to the fall of your breath. Try to relax your shoulders away from the ears. Create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, really round through the back. Imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. Let's come to a neutral spine here. Hands will extend to the sky and then reach for opposite elbows. Do a little bit of a shifting to the left and a little bit of a shifting to the right. And then as you gently rock side to side, try opening through the side body, creating a lot of lateral flexibility for your spine. Hands will extend up, take that full breath here, and then a little bit of a shifting in the waist. Hand reaches, stretches up, other side relaxes. Hand reaches, stretches up, other hand relaxes. Flow side to side here. Try to keep the breath as full as possible through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Let's take those hands right on up to the sky. Full breath here. Gently circle out through your wrists. So as we circle, we're going to let those hands float down to about where the legs are. And then the hands can begin to float back up. We'll just do a little reverse of the circle. So core is engaged here. Spine is straight. If you saw yourself from the side, we wouldn't be moving forward or back too much. Shoulders would be right over the hips. And then also the spine would be straight. We wouldn't really have a rounding in the upper back. Also, same thing through the neck. We have a little gentle tuck to the chin, not too much. Almost imagine we could balance a book on the top of the head, so we don't want it cranking up or down too much. Just nice neutral neck, lengthening back of neck. Imagine someone drawing you from the crown of the head by a golden thread. Let's take those hands up to the sky one last time, and we'll all meet there. So when the hands are reaching to the sky, let's have our hands right in line with our shoulders. Right hand begins to float down your back. Left hand draws you into the stretch. Let's breathe here. Try to find some space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. Hands will sweep up, take that full breath. Left hand lowers, right hand draws you into the stretch. Try to open the chest and the heart, find length and find some space here. Hands will begin to sweep out to the sides of the room. Take your right hand off to the left. Left arm will bend, and then that left arm will draw you into the stretch. Maybe soften your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe here into the opening through the left side of the neck. Come on up. Let's take a neutral neck here. Hands reach, stretch out, full breath. Left hand to the right. Right arm draws you in. Left ear to left shoulder. And then reset. The hands will sweep out. Take that full breath. Wrap the arms up, right arm under, left arm over. Reach for opposite shoulders. Press the backs of your hands together. Arms can wrap, hands can wrap. If you'd like more of a shoulder stretch, draw your fingertips up to the sky. Breathing here. Core is engaged. Almost create a little sensation of shortening the space between the navel and the lower ribs. That can be a nice way to help activate those ribs. Let's take our hands out. Take a full breath. Left arm under, right arm over. Hands reach up if you'd like. Maybe relax the eyebrows. Relax through your jaw. Let that one go. Hands can float right onto the shoulders. Take your elbows forward. Draw them up, back, and down. Inhale. And exhale one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's extend your right hand out in front, fingertips pointing up. Draw your fingertips back. Feel that that right arm is really active. Press through the palm, press out through the crease in the elbow. Arm relaxes, pressing into the top of the hand. Let's breathe here into that nice stretch for the opening here on that lower arm. Breathe in and breathe out. Left hand extends in front. Draw those fingertips back. Hand relaxes, pressing in, and then just noticing that stretch might feel a lot more intense on the side or the other side. Maybe you're right-handed, left-handed, and you can kind of observe how the body holds tension on that side or vice versa. We'll give the wrist a little bit of a shake out any tension. Palms come together, fingers will interlock and circle out through the wrists. So maybe find large circles, maybe find smaller circles. And then circle in the other direction. Let that one go. Give the wrist a little bit of a shake out. And then working with the legs and the hips, we'll start by extending the right leg out in front, lifting that foot off of the ground a little bit. Begin to point and flex your foot. So as we move here, make sure that you're breathing. So sometimes when we do this, we feel a little fatigued. And the first thing that we want to do is hold and stifle the breath. So just try to feel that flow in and out as best as you can. Pause, begin to point your foot. Breathe into your calf stretch. Breathe into your quad stretch. Flex your foot. We'll press through heel, back of the knee, leg is active, energized. Take that into circles. As you circle, encouraging a full range of movement here. And then just notice it might be parts of the circle that feel more challenging to move through. Other parts may feel a lot easier. Circle in the other direction, so we'll just reverse that movement. Let's begin to take our right foot to meet our left foot. Left leg extends in front, point and flex. And then as we take the leg and the hip flow on the second side, just noticing if the stretch feels very similar on this side of the body to the first side of the body that we worked on. May feel very similar, may feel very different one side to the next side. Take a moment, pause, breathe here. Flex your foot. Find those circles. Imagine if you could see yourself from the side, try to feel that the shoulders are over the hips. We don't want to be leaning forward. We don't want to be leaning back on this one. Circle in the other direction, reverse that movement. And then let's begin to take our left leg up and over. So we'll just create a nice figure 4 stretch here. Take a full breath to lengthen, folding down as you breathe out. Let the eyes close. Maybe flex your foot. Encourage your left knee down towards the ground a little bit. And then breathe here. So this one gives us an awesome leg and hip stretch. Also wonderful for the low back. Also great if you ever have sciatica or sciatic pain. This can be one of the best stretches to release that tension. Let's come on up. We'll find a neutral spine here. Hands extend up, full breath in and twist to the left. Breathe out. As you breathe here, feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, allow for your twist to deepen. Hands extending up, take a full breath here. Hands to the right, maybe gaze off your right shoulder. Invite that nice neck stretch for the left side of the neck. So deep in breath, deep out breath. Coming to a neutral spine here, hands extending up, full breath. Hands to heart, breathe out. Let's take our left foot to meet our right foot. And then right leg crosses up and over. So we'll find figure 4 on the other side. Stay here with the spine straight. Option to fold down if you would like. Maybe close your eyes. Try to relax the eyebrows, jaw. Try to let go of any tension that you might be holding onto through the shoulders, arms, and hands. And then try to relax the upper, mid, and low back. Relaxing through the legs, relaxing through the feet. Coming on up, let's take a neutral spine here. Full breath in, hands to the right, breathe out. Breathe into the low back, mid back, and upper back. And then releasing upper back, mid back, and low back. Hands extending up. Take a full breath here. Hands to the left. Breathe out. Let's also breathe into the front body. So we're going to breathe into our stomach, ribs, and chest. And then releasing from the chest, ribs, and the stomach. Letting that one go. We'll come to a neutral spine. Hands reach and stretch up. And then gently releasing the hands down. Breathe out. Let's take our right foot to meet our left, make our way on up to standing. And then as we take standing, let's take our right hand for the right foot and we'll work with a nice quad stretch here. So if you would like, you can always have your hand on your chair for support, maybe hand on your hip. And then we're just gonna hold this one for a moment. So this one would be awesome for opening up the front of your leg. A lot of times when we're sitting at the desk, driving, sitting down watching TV, the muscles in the front of the legs, they tend to shorten. So it's nice to incorporate a quad stretch here and there so we can add a little bit more balance in the front and the back of the body. Let's lower. We'll take our right foot to meet left and then left foot lifts up. And almost creating a tiny sensation of kicking the foot into the hand. That's going to encourage the knee down towards the ground a tiny bit more. Will help to activate some muscles on the front of the hip. And will also help to lengthen these muscles in the front of the hip as well. So we have our hip flexor, our psoas, they get really compressed with our sitting. So this one is awesome for creating a little bit more balance in the body. Take your left foot to meet your right foot. Hands are going to reach up. We're going to reach for opposite elbows here. Take a full breath to lengthen. Draw the arms off to the left as you exhale. Maybe roll that right shoulder back. Left shoulder rolling under. Feel that the heart moves to the sky. Come back to neutral. Realign. Draw your elbows to the right. Maybe feel your left hip pressing off to the left. So just inviting a little bit more of a stretch in the side body. Coming back to neutral, we'll gently release our hands behind the body. Fingers will interlock, palms will touch. Maybe imagine squeezing a marble between the shoulder blades, folding forward, breathe out. The arms can run alongside your back. You can also release the arms away from the back. Let's gently release the hands onto the low back and we'll float back on up through the spine. We'll come on up to standing posture. And then as you take standing, we'll work with a balance warrior. So you can take your hands onto your hips. Again, you can always grab your chair for support if you'd like. We'll start by taking our right foot behind us. Draw your torso forward a little bit. Begin to lift the leg up. And then finding that one spot to focus on. One spot to focus your concentration, to focus your awareness. And once you find that spot, not letting the eyes shift. Take your right foot to meet your left foot. Left foot begins to float back. We'll send it back, finding warrior three pose. Let's engage the core on this one. Maybe gently roll that left hip down, create an evenness in the low back. Coming back into neutral, left foot to right foot. Let's take our feet a little wider than hips. Arms sweep side to side. Have your feet in line with your hips. Knees will be bent and we'll come into chair pose. Hands can come onto your hips. So we are going to imagine that there is that chair that's behind us that we're trying to sit back into. So this is going to really help us to strengthen the legs. Gaze down, make sure that you can see your toes. We just don't want our knees to be moving too far forward. Send your weight back into your heels so the toes are a little lighter. Maybe the toes are lifting from the ground. Maybe hands are going to extend up if you'd like a little shoulder work here. Take a deep breath in. Try to feel the navel rise and fall, ribs expand and contract, chest rise and fall with your breath. Gently releasing that one. We'll come back to stand, legs release, hands release, feet wider than hips, arms side to side. Let's come back into a comfortable seated position. We'll take our knees, heels in line, knees, hips in line, and closing the eyes. Let's come into 3 shoulder rolls. Take a full breath in. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's find that stillness. Dropping back in with our breath and our body, how we began our time together. Take a moment here to notice how you feel. Observe your mind, your body in the moment. Feel the mind relaxed, calm, at ease. And then also feel the body aligned and balanced. If you came to class with tension, just feeling how that has released with movement and with breath. Letting the eyes open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It's really wonderful to be here with you. I hope everyone is feeling a little more relaxed, their body's feeling a little more at ease, and I'll see you next time. Bye.